everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Friday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. So, we get the prices for the Factory Entertainment Jaws figures, okay? And
Yikes.
I don't know what's happening, guys. I don't know what's happening. I think Inart came in and ruined everything. They have ruined everything. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into Galen. Okay. Another disaster. And we're going to get into something that just came out by, not by, it's on 1/6 Kit, which is looks kind of cool. I like it. And so we're going to see what happens tonight because, guys, strap it on, in the words of Luch, because it's going to get funky. Let's see who's in the house. Guys, there's 11 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got Ron in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
How you doing?
Hello, Collectors. Ryan to 10 is the new king of 1/6. I mean, it's safe. Oh, my God. That's horrible. We got Sardines 2.0 in the...
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I just got my GG, and he's nice, too. He's got some weight to it. The articulation is incredible. That figure overall is sick. You get the pre-posed hands. You get the articulated finger hands. Great, great, great figure. Talia, welcome. How are you? Nice to see you.
How you doing?
Let's see. We got Michael in the house. Welcome.
Hello.
We got Ash in the house. We got Lame Ash. Welcome, Lame
How you
Ash.
doing?
He said late, no discipline. Guys, there's 17 of you guys in there. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. It is March 20th. My God, the time is flying. It's almost April. We got like a week. No, 31 days this month. We got about a week and a half. Holy crap. Half right face. Half right face? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? We got Babo.
How you doing?
You tried. Rest in pieces. Also, rest in peace to Chuck Norris. Very, very sad. I don't even know. They said something about a medical emergency. I don't know what it was. I didn't hear about what it was. Obviously, most people know he passed away. So very, very, very upsetting because, I feel like our generation growing up, he was in the Bruce Lee. I don't remember if it was the Game of Death or Enter the Dragon, but he was in one of those. And obviously all his own movies, Delta Force, the one that they just made the figure with, Caustic just made his figure. I forget what, something action. And so, really, really classic. Also in the Expendables recently too, with Sylvester Stallone. So, he was a legend. So very, very sad. Again, I haven't seen him in a long time. Obviously, he was already old. He was selling gym equipment a few years ago, and he still looked great. But we're all going to get there, guys, and it's very, very scary. So enjoy your life. Stop listening to YouTubers that don't know shit. Enjoy your figures. Big Dog, welcome. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome. Let's see who else. We got Carlo in the house. Welcome.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante. How you doing?
Welcome. We got Thule on time. No church today. The heathen is here.
How you doing?
No church for the heathen. We got Gilbert in the house. Welcome.
How you doing?
There's going to be fun entertainment. More like Factory Entertainment. Wink, wink. Oh my God, this guy. Let's see who else is in the house. So one word for those prices. Unreal. Unreal. Who else? Who else is here? Let me see. Am I missing anybody? We got Dream. Welcome. How are you? Nice to see ya.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Look at this guy driving home. Be careful. Do not drink and drive. It broke. I can't strap it. It broke. Disgusting. Disgusting run. Guys, hit the like button. There's 18 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Somebody keep track of the likes for me, please, so I know where I'm at. Unbelievable. No respect.
Don't ever disrespect me.
No respect. Ash.
How dare you?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my
Who
God.
the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Well,
Hello.
guys, have you seen this guy lately? I haven't. Unreal. Unbelievable. I'm just kidding. He's very busy 3D printing for everybody else, just not me. Let's see who else is in here. 15 likes. Thank you, Michael. Guys, we got 21 of you guys watching. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Fabs, did you see Blade? Were you right? What? Fabs, did you see Blade where you were? I don't get it. What does that mean? I did see Blade. Sideshow showed you Blade because it's coming. Okay? Now apologize for all the negativity that's been coming out of your mouth. So guys, yeah, it's gonna get crazy, guys. I don't even want to say anything yet because once I start talking about it, I'm just gonna keep talking about it. But because we got a few topics, we're gonna get into those first. But let's see until we catch up with the likes before we get started, as usual. Remember, guys, we beg here, please help me. Oh, look at this guy. Unreal. Oh, excuse me. I just sneezed. So yeah, I don't know what Sideshow was thinking regarding Galen, which is crazy. Crazy. Crazy prices. Echo, I'm in DR right now. Arrived this evening, burnt out. Travel. Oh, look, no wonder he's never around, guys. He moved to DR. That's why. That's why, guys. Now you know. The chat didn't even know this. We're just finding out why he's never around anymore. He moved to DR, the 3D printing business. The taxes are too much in the US, so he moved it to DR. Unbelievable. Unreal. Carlo, you get more information out of him than we do in the chat. Unbelievable.
Yikes.
Fabio, the Devils for one stream. Can you imagine? Unbelievable. He said Cuba's next. Yeah, okay. Unbelievable. This is crazy. Sideshow saw the Factor Entertainment was charging and said, so the hell with it. Yo, it's insane. It's really crazy. But we're gonna get into why, maybe. Why do we think that it even got to that extent? Let's just, guys, we got 22 watching. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Somebody let me know how many likes we're up to, please. We got 22 in the house. We should have at least 20 right now. Before we get started, hit the like button. Guys, remember, we beg in here. We always beg for the likes. Help me, please. We got 25 watching. Please hit the like button, guys, so we can get started. Sideshow snap out from the blip. They're gonna be show. That's it. Wait, why? Sideshow is snapped back from the blip. They're gonna be show their self at San Diego Comic-Con. Oh, they're going back? Oh, are they really? I didn't hear about that. Oh my God, we got Patrick in the house. Welcome.
Hello!
We got 19 likes. Guys, hit the like button. We got 27 of you guys in here. We got 20 likes now. Hit the like button, please. Please, please, please. Wait, so Gilbert, explain. What do you mean? Are they really going to go back? Are they going back? Because if they go back to San Diego, there's a possibility that they'll be back in New York, which, again, not necessarily, because it's still a lot of money. And I actually watched the video. I sent it to Mike regarding the Jacob Javits, that it's getting very expensive to get the people in there. You know, they're charging them a lot of money. A lot of people are like, nah, screw that, I'm not going. So it's kind of a shame. So that's what I'm saying. They may not show up to New York anyway, because again, the Jacob Javits is like, you know, stupid money. So, but hopefully, if I see them just 1 year, I'll be happy with being there 1 year with Sideshow. 1 year, I'm happy with. Fabs and Sideshow better. That's what I'm saying. Just 1 year. Just 1 year in New York, and that's it. Yes, I saw it in the short video. Oh, that'd be great. That will be great. Yeah, again, even if they go to San Diego, at least Luch will be there, as you know, as he is every year, and we'll do the stream live from San Diego Comic-Con. But every year, as you guys know, when he goes in there, he's not, you know, there's no Sideshow. So hopefully, if that's the case, he'll be there this year, and we will get obviously what's going on over there from Luch directly live. So that would be fun. Guys, there's 23 of you, got 24 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. If I just see Blade looks awesome. Can't wait. Yeah, no, he looks good. Can't wait. He'll be out soon. I want to tell Luch not to purposely pass by them, and then if he passes by them, I'm going to tell him purposely to flick him off. Beggars always get ahead. Screw that hard work stuff. Help me, please. Fast, don't get my drug was just figure. Don't forget. Hey, you know what? There's a lot of things I need to catch up on. Okay, so I guess we're all on our own now. You know, if I didn't have a lot of my pre-orders to catch up on, I'd be like, Thule, I can help. But because I'm backed up, I have to worry about myself. You know what I mean? That sounds familiar. I don't know where I heard something like that, but Sterling's Fine Art. Welcome. How are you? Guys, hit the like button, please. We got 23 of you guys watching, and I think we got 20 likes so far. There it is, their post. Yeah, again, I can't wait if they do, because again, we're gonna see some new stuff there, hopefully at least. And then again, hopefully New York. What I care about is New York mostly. You know, because San Diego, Luch will be there, but I want to see it myself for New York. Guys, hit the like button. We need 2 more likes to get 23 so we can get started. You'll be confused one of your other friends. Totally. Fab has extra 3 and TVA looking. Oh wait.
How dare you?
Disrespectful. What's the agenda first for tonight? Who are we talking smack about first? Well, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I don't know where you were. Maybe you were busy appreciating your new labels for your figures. But I said what I said, Michael. Is it just me or does New Blade's neck? Oh my God. I am so glad you mentioned that. The one image that I saw, his neck looked really narrow, right? Real thin, and his head looked a little bit too long. I said, wait a minute. I didn't say shit because I was like, that's got to be the angle. I said, that's got to be the angle. It looks, if you pay attention to the movie, though, he's got that real thin neck too, though. You know, but I did see that 100%. I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm like, it could be the angle, and I don't want to talk shit ahead of time because I didn't watch the sideshow thing because I was working. I actually told I forget who I told. I think I told Bob to take the screenshots for me because I couldn't. And I think I told some of the guys in the chat too. I said, guys, take some screenshots for me. I said I can't watch. But I did see one angle of it, and I was like, why does that neck look so long? Swear to God. But I was like, again, maybe just the angle, maybe. But he looks accurate, though, because if you pay attention to him, his neck is real thin in the movie, too, in real life. And he's got that little funky, you know, he's got like a little bigger head with a little thin neck. Yo, that's crazy. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Yeah, I thought so too. Crack smoking neck. Yeah, I'm so glad somebody else said it. I didn't want to say nothing, but I did see it. I did see it 100%. Again, it was only one shot that I saw of him the entire thing. That's why I didn't say anything. But yeah, that's insane. That is insane. Did anybody? Who was that? Nefty, was it you that was sending all the shots of the thing of the sideshow what do you call it, display? Don't hate because my picture is better than what it's a real figure. Unbelievable. Yeah, can you send them again for me, please, so I can pull it up now that they brought this up? Like I said, I wasn't going to talk about it because I'm like, it's just one angle, but it's funny that somebody else noticed it too. That's crazy. All you got to do, Nefty, if you can, if you're not too busy in DR drinking mojitos, just the one with the blade in it, because I think that's the only one I saw, the one you sent. Just the one with the blade in it. Another figure had also a giraffe, Darth Maul Clone Wars. Yeah, but that, you know, that wasn't too terrible. You want to know why? Because it was black. So his head being black, the neck being black, it all blended in. Yes, it's a long neck too, but it doesn't look so terrible because it's all black. Blade's neck, it's brown, so you notice it more. You know? Fast is just he's just hating on Deadpool. No. You're gonna see. Thank you, Nefty. You're gonna see, Ash. It's for real. Like the neck looks super long. Guys, there's 24 of you guys in there. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Just remember, people had complaints about the Evans Human Torch. No, and I say it all the time. Stop judging figures over the blogger pictures. If you're gonna get the figure, you're gonna get the figure. You're not waiting for blogger pictures to decide, oh, I like how it looks, I'm going to get it. You're not. You're either going to get the figure, because remember, 99% of the people in this community have to love the character for whatever reason, have to love the movie for whatever reason. So you're not waiting for the blogger pictures to decide, oh, look, it looks good, I'm going to buy it. Oh, it looks like shit, I'm going to buy it. No, that's just an excuse that people use to not buy shit, period. So if you're already going to buy the figure, do not worry about those blogger pictures because they 99.9%, they always look great in hand. Period. That's just what it is. The blogger pictures, I've been saying it for what? For over a year now. They haven't been doing justice to these figures for whatever reason. I don't know who approves these things, but they don't look great all the time. Look at the Captain America Strike stealth suit. The original prototype pictures, a lot of the likeness wasn't even there, right? The blogger pictures, slightly better, still not 100%. In hand, other people's pictures looks perfectly fine. So don't worry about these blogger pictures. Don't don't get all stressed out over them because it's they're the ones messing it up. Thank you, Nefty. I got him. Yeah, see? Shoot. All right. All righty. All right. Got him. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up first real quickly since we're on that topic. They say the same thing about Wolverine must be a maggot. Maggot thing, this guy. I love my Wednesday figure. I hope they do more Jenna Ortega figures. I haven't gotten mine. She's on last payment. She's actually gonna be coming at some point. Well, I'm gonna be making the last payment at some point next week. So it'll probably be 2 weeks from now that she'll be here because it takes something like 5 days to get from Sideshow to me, and they usually ship on a Wednesday so that I have to wait through the whole weekend for it to get here. Like they shipped X23 last week, I guess Friday or something, or I don't even know when they shipped it, but it's going to be here Monday, which is annoying. Also, guys, I paid off Blue and Gray Batman. I paid off Mark 42. I paid off the Wolfpack clone deluxe. I paid off. I got like 5 figures coming all at once, and then the X23, like I said, Monday. So next week, probably, hopefully by Friday, I'll have 5 figures all at once, and then what do you call it? And then I'll have X23 Monday. So I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I finally have K2SO. K2SO is another one that I'm going to be paying off soon. Plo Koon, I haven't even gotten his notification yet that he's shipping for me, so nothing for that. Let me pull up the... Here we go. So real quickly before we get started, guys, the Blade images. Wait, you got I Am Batman. Which one? Which one's I Am Batman? I got the gray one. The gray and blue. Also, my 42 shipped today. Have it by Tuesday. Yeah, my Mark 42. I forget what other figures were part of that haul that I just paid off. But yeah, I'm getting a ton. So very, very exciting. So as you can see, guys, right? Kind of longish, and then it looks worse because his head's kind of big. Again, it's a shot, it's an angle, right? I'm not saying that the figure's going to look like this. I'm not saying it's going to have giraffe neck by the time we get it. I'm not saying any of that. But from this angle, okay, look at the back. Look at that. It's crazy. Again, this is accurate. This is exactly how he looked. And in the movie, his neck looked very thin compared to his big-ass head. And remember, this hairdo that he's got, it's a little bit wider out too, so that doesn't help the head sculpt look humongous. But as you can see, there it is, right? Looking kind of funky long. Again, it's going to be perfectly fine in hand, guaranteed, or your money back. But crazy that you noticed that too, because I was like, no, because everybody's been waiting for this figure. Whoever ordered it is obviously, waiting. So. Yeah, the blue and gray. But what was the other one? Oh my God. I paid a bunch of figures. I can't even remember. You guys will see when I get them. He'd be looking like someone's uncle. No, for real. Crazy. It's a little long looking, but no. It's the angle 100%. It'll be perfectly fine. But like I said, even the back. Look at the back. Like, that's a crazy ass neck. You know what I mean? Like, super, super long. But again, it is what it is. It'll be perfectly fine. Night Watch, welcome. How are you? Nice to see ya.
Hello!
Welcome. Maybe it's like Deadpool's neck. It moves up and down too. Well, I can guarantee you the neck definitely moves, right? It's got to move. It can't just be, there's no figure body that comes with a neck like that. right? So that's definitely articulated as well. You know what I mean? No figure comes with a neck that long, so it's got to be a double neck, a long neck action. Look at your picture. I didn't ever know. How long have you had that picture on there for of Beetlejuice? Guys, channel members, remember this image. Okay? Remember this image. Check the members chat right now, whoever's near it. I'm waiting for Rudy. Check the members chat right now. Obviously, don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. Don't mention it. But all right, so my 42 shipped. I just got the email for that. That's exciting. I got to see what else is coming. But yeah, I'm getting like 5 figures. Oh, and also, I just remembered my Robin from Batman and Robin is also coming. So that was another one that don't hate on people with long necks. No, it's not that. It's just you don't want a figure with a long ass neck that looks like shit. That's the problem. But no, it'll be fun. It'll be 100% fine. Fab, I will send you something to side by side. Of what? All right, so let's get started, guys. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. Let's get started with the drama. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't yet. So, first topic is Galen. As you can see, guys, 385 doll hairs, okay? I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know where they got this price from. I paid, okay? I paid. Let me see. Because my finger is getting itchy to hit the button. No, don't. So if hold on, I think I just got a message. Oh, Ash. Whoa, look at this beauty. Stop rubbing it in my face, Ash. You just sent me a TVA. So I paid 400 and change from Pop Collectibles when this figure came out. Remember, he got me my Galen and he got me my Japan exclusive Darth, Vader Sith Apprentice, which it wasn't the exclusive Japan version. And he ended up getting me the Hong Kong version, which, I didn't even know was a thing until I got it. Because he had said, but it's already shipping. He's like, oh no, you're not getting that one. You're getting the other one. I said, what other one? I said, I didn't even know there was another one. So it turns out that there was a Japan exclusive with that specific box. And then, which is all it was, right? It was just whatever design was on the front of the box. And then the a Hong Kong version was obviously something completely different. Again, strictly to Hong Kong. So I got that one. Remember, one had the red Hot Toy sticker. The other one had the green Hot Toy sticker, where the green one was Hong Kong. The red one was Japan. So Patrick was, he got me the Hong Kong version. And so that's why I was like, wait a minute. So you're going to tell me that getting the figure at release exclusively to pretty much Asia, because there was no word in sight. There's nowhere in sight saying that, oh, Sideshow's getting their copy. Absolutely not. So you're going to tell me that Sideshow's charging now what people overseas are charging? Because after tax and tariff and shipping, right, this is going to be 400. Somebody posted actually in the members chat that it was like 450 plus. What are you talking about? For a Galen? Yes, it's got rolling eyes, right? It's a very basic figure overall anyway. There's no die cast on this, right? We're almost at $400 for a standard. Not so much that it's a standard figure. There's nothing to the figure. If it came with a diorama, like a crazy diorama, cool, maybe, right? If it came with you know, if it came with something that made it that price, cool. The most basic base, right? Couple of, you know, this is your standard, obviously it's a different style, but your standard hologram that we've got. We get multiples with some figures. You only got one, right? Weapon, right? I believe we've gotten this before. If we didn't, then okay, first time they used this mold. This thing here, we've never gotten this before. All right, they made this specifically for the figure. So they're charging us for this mold all that money? I don't think so. So where are they getting all these prices from? $385 for something like this. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bananas. Even the outfit, right? You can't say, well, oh, he's got all this armor. It's fancy armor. He's got, you know, shoulder pads and chest armor and knee pads and thigh pads and shin guards and boots. None of that. None of that. The most basic figure for $385. Insanity. Let me catch up with you guys. I got it months ago. So I forgot how much I even spent. Yeah, no, mine was like I said, $400 and something from Pop Collectibles. Yeah. Insane. Jog live. Jog, welcome. First time here.
Hello!
Feeling is a little overpriced. A little? A lot. This figure should be no more than $285. $385 for what? What are we getting for $385? Darth Malchus, welcome.
I'm doing.
$385 for Gilling is insane. It's about $450 after taxes, shipping, and tariffs. Saw the price, cried, and went to Pop Collectibles and picked up for less than the price. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. As I said, I got mine from Pop Collectibles when it came out, right? Which is another thing, right? At release, we always pay more for that first batch, which is that's another conversation, which is bullshit. But I got mine when it was announced, right? For again, $4 and change from Pop Collectibles. So to get that from Sideshow months later, again, we should not be paying the same prices that we pay for something from overseas, even after tax, tariff, and shipping. Absolutely not. You know, so I don't think this is them trying to say, let's see how much money we're getting out of this. I don't think, this is them trying to see, all right, let's see what we could push this to, because it's still available right now. You know what I mean? It says low stock remaining. They don't even mention how many pieces they got. It doesn't say that it's limited. Doesn't say anything about that. So what I'm assuming is maybe Hot Toys sent them a few, to see, hey, I know we know you didn't get it. Here you go. For them to make some money off of it. But then you start thinking now, so what is exclusive anymore? You know what I mean? If we're getting the Japan version of Darth Vader, right, the Anakin, if we're getting it now from Sideshow, again, it's called Mustafar version, but it's the same shit, right? And yes, it's not exactly the same packaging. It's not exactly the same accessories, because remember, the Japan came with that weird, funky, diorama piece that I thought it was the dumbest shit, but that's exclusive to the Japan version, right? We're not going to get that with the Mustafar version at all. So to a certain extent, is it exclusive? Yes, because it comes with shit that we're not going to get ever again. At least I would hope, right? Because it's exclusive, it's to Japan only. So I don't think we should ever get those pieces again. Most likely, Hot Toys will eventually use it on another figure, guaranteed. But as of right now, right, we're not getting that with anything else. So I don't think that it's Hot Toys saying, let's see how much we could push this. All these companies are charging all this money. Let's see. I don't think it's that. But I think that there is something behind the reason why they're charging all this money for this figure. And I think it has to do with, number one, the rarity of it, right? I don't think it's just a standard release. Remember, they're supposed to be limited off the bat. So I don't think there are many pieces left. And also maybe the that's their way of saying, we're late to the game. Let's see, not let's see how much we could we could get out of it, how much we could push up the price. I don't think that this is a made up price, but I think it has to do with, again, the rarity of it and the Rogue One movie. You know what I mean? The popularity of the movie. They know that people, the line's going to continue anyway, right? So I think that because they know that there's hype behind it, they said, you know what? It is what it is. And look, it's already low stock, so they can't have that many. A lot of people got into the queue and were like, see ya. Some people didn't get it overseas. They were forced. They were forced to get it, and it is what it is. But that's painful. That's painful. Again, I don't know. I don't think this is going to be the norm now. But maybe, again, being an exclusive that they're getting all of a sudden, they got to capitalize on it that way as well. Because remember, there's a hype behind this. I wonder if they would have gotten the Darth Vader Sith Apprentice figure. I wonder what they would have charged for it. And I could guarantee you it wouldn't have been a crazy price. Again, we don't know, right? We don't know. We can't speculate on that because it didn't happen. But maybe they could have, they could have charged $400 for that thing, $4+, and then everybody was like, "What do you mean?" So it's a crazy situation. I don't know if it's going to be the norm now. I hope not, because this is not worth $385 by any means. That's what I'm saying. It has to be the rarity of it. It has to be the fact that it's limited. It has to be the fact that there's possibly not many made at all. I don't remember what the number was overseas. I don't know if it was 1,000. I don't know if it was 2,000. I don't remember. If anybody in the chat knows, let me know. But it's definitely limited. Again, how many pieces did they get? Nobody knows, because it's not even mentioned here. Remember, they usually mention, it's 1,000 for Sideshow. It's, 600 for Sideshow. It's 1,500, 1,300, 2,000. We don't have that information. So how many did they get? We don't know. But the fact that it's already low stock remaining, and a lot of people got in the queue and didn't buy it anyway, that says a lot. So that means they didn't get a ton. A lot of people that wanted this figure already got the figure from release date, right? When it came out, that everybody thought it was going to be limited to Japan only and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of people got it then. So they don't really need it now. Some people who needed it got it. I can tell you, again, I'm assuming, because again, we're never going to know. I can tell you though, I don't think it was many that got it from Sideshow. Impossible. Because remember, people were still getting it from the groups when I believe it started dropping in price a few months after it was out. So guaranteed they didn't get many. And another thing also, which is what I was going to say before, which could have added to the fact that, the price increase, was it's shipping already. You know what I mean? It's already ready to go. So maybe because of the fact that you don't have to wait for it. Again, they're making it seem like it's an early release. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. We got it. It's ready to go. Maybe that's another reason why. Again, we'll never know. But this $385 price point makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely 0 cents whatsoever. Again, specifically for this figure. Period. This figure is not worth $385. Again, from Sideshow. I understand overseas everything's more expensive. The whole day, first batch and day one release and all that shit. Yes, we always pay a premium for that. Not from Sideshow. Not for a figure that's already old. Not for a figure that, most people already got overseas. Guys, my bad, you didn't remember Giant Storm paybacks. What? My bad, you did that. Oh, I got you. Here, Ash. I feel bad now. This is for you.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
I really like this figure, but not. No, it's great figure, beautiful figure, sharp figure, beautiful outfit. It is not worth no $385. I paid over $4. Remember, overseas, understandable. Release date, release time, right? It was ready to go. It was an exclusive. That's what you pay for. So obviously that $4 and change for that, for all of those things together combined, it's understandable, right? You know, you're paying a premium for overseas. It's ready to go. They're going to capitalize on that. They're capitalizing on the fact that they're the only ones who have it. Pop Collectibles. What's the other one? All of those overseas sellers, right? They capitalize on that because they know that Sideshow don't have shit. So that's why we expect to pay more for the overseas market. Guaranteed. Right? So when you go buy something overseas, especially an exclusive like that, you already know what you're getting yourself into. You know, oh, it just came out. Look, it's only available in Hong Kong. It's only available in Japan. It's only available. What are you going to do? You're going to be like, oh, let me wait for Sideshow, because if they don't get it, then what? Then you're going to be paying $500, $600, $700, $800 for this figure that you're waiting for from Sideshow. So people have to jump on it, period. It is what it is. So you know what you're getting yourself into. But then to get this from Sideshow, what do you mean? This figure is more expensive than you could get it imported for. It's crazy. It is crazy. $485 for me. Look at that. Can you imagine an extra $100 on tax, tariff, and shipping? Out of your mind. It is insane. Guys, there's 33 of you guys in there. Please hit that like button. Thank you guys for being here. Makes the Scorgino seem like a deal. Exactly. I mean, again, the thing with the Xeno, at the end of the day, a lot of people, you know, I understand it's a massive figure. It's a big figure. It's a detailed figure. It is not this, though, right? It is not a head sculpt. Everything about the Xenomorphs is a mold, right? The body is a mold. So it is not this, right? A head sculpt, somebody's got to sit there and, you know, and for the mold, you know, obviously somebody's got to make the mold to begin with, right? So it's not like not everything's got to get done, but you don't pay for the likeness of a xenomorph. You know what I mean? It's an alien. It's a monster, right? So to have a human character as a toy is completely different than to have an animal, an alien, a monster, right? Very, very different. And remember that, again, that whole body is a mold, right? It's all mold. Again, somebody has to sculpt that. I'm not saying that that's not the case, but it is very, very different, right? You don't have to make an outfit for a xenomorph, right? You don't have to tailor anything for a xenomorph. So it's two different worlds of figure, right? A monster figure could be bigger, right? Could be taller, could be wider, could be, you know, many, many things. But a human character is a completely different world of figure, you know? So, $458. Still almost $70. Still a big deal, you know? But nah, absolutely not. I think it's a low bash, so high. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. They don't have many. Right? Hot Toys probably said, hey, we got a few for you. Do you want them? They said, absolutely. Let's sell them for as much as we can because, again, it's not that many. That's the only thing. Remember, supply and demand is the one thing that will always kill you with prices. Is that there's not that many. Guess what? We got to sell it high. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's because, oh, let's try to push our price point because, you know, everybody's doing it. I don't think it's that at all. It can't be that. You can't. Sideshow as a company can't be doing that. They just can't be doing that because remember, they got to go by what Hot Toys prices are. I'm going to give you an example. Toysforkiddles.com, okay? They don't discount exclusives. How do I know that? Because he's told me. According to, this is his words, because of Hot Toys, we cannot discount exclusives. They don't allow us to discount exclusives. So Hot Toys dictates these prices. I don't even think, it's Hot Toys, it's Sideshow's idea for this price. It comes from Hot Toys. Because remember, they buy them for a certain amount of money and then they raise it. Because remember, I believe they get something like 40% off, right? That's what they get off from a Hot Toys figure. And obviously, they mark it up to whatever price they want within that range, right? So they can make their money. Because they have to make, right? They have to make a profit, right? They can't just be like, oh, well, we're going to discount everything. It's not that the business will fail. So they get about 40% off per figure, and then they have to make their profit off of that. But again, I think what causes this price is the rarity of it, the fact that there's not that many, the fact that they probably didn't get that many. And like I said, supply and demand is in charge of the prices, guaranteed. Because if you're going to a company like this, a retailer like Sideshow, you can't expect them to be doing, reseller tactics. It'll never work. People will complain. And let me tell you something. That is the last thing that they want to do, because with the amount of competition that they have, right? If you're going to be overpaying on Sideshow plus tariff, shipping, and tax, everybody's just going to go overseas. And guess what? They're going to get their figures faster. They're going to get them earlier. And they're going to pay most likely either about the same or maybe even a little less than Sideshow. Sideshow, with the 1/6 scale, specifically with Hot Toys, they will go out of business that way. Obviously, Sideshow doesn't only sell Hot Toys, right? They sell everything else, statues, props, apparel. They sell everything, right? But when it comes to 1/6 Hot Toys, nobody will. They might as well not even bother selling them anymore. Because why would you want to pay more? Just because you're trying to play people with, overpricing like resellers do. That's not your job. You're a retailer for a reason. You're not looking to copy resellers. You provide a different service than a reseller. So you're supposed to be different all around. You're not supposed to be trying to look like trying to act like a reseller, trying to be a reseller. It would never work. And with what they already went through with Toys Wonderland, they saw the amount of money that they lost. They could never be playing those games. Guaranteed. So it looks like it's a good thing, right? Or at least a good sign that they're doing better, that they're going back to San Diego Comic-Con, which is, again, it's very exciting for the people who are going to be there, who have missed Sideshow all these years. So again, looks like it's a good thing that a lot of people stopped buying from Toys Wonderland. The fact that Toys Wonderland is gone, and so we'll see what it is that they decide to do at San Diego Comic-Con if they decide to go. But it looks like it's a good thing. They're getting back on their feet money-wise. Yeah, definitely agree. It must be a little bit. Yeah, no. Again, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. If you guys have another theory, then you let me know. But that's the only thing that, again, supply and demand is king always and forever. Because they're not going to be playing those games with, oh, well, the resellers are charging this, so I'm going to charge this too. Like, they're not. They can't. So you're advising people that pre-order game to cancel him? No, not at all. I will never tell anybody to do shit. That's their business. If you want to spend your $458 or whatever it was, $460, $440, that's your problem. That's your business. Obviously, nobody's going to be paying this for fun. You know what I mean? If they wanted the figure, if they needed the figure, they wanted the figure, guess what? They ordered the figure. You know what I mean? I'm not here to tell anybody what to buy, what to do, that's your business. But all I'm pointing out is this is fucking crazy. Very expensive for the type of figure that it is. But there's a reason behind it. There's always a reason behind anything. So, again, I don't think people are just ordering, oh, it's for something. I guess I got to get it. No, if whoever needs the figure in their collection, whoever loves the character, whoever wants the character, whoever loves Rogue One, whoever loves Star Wars, whoever loves the way that the figure looks, right, they're going to buy it. Right? Who am I to tell people cancel your shit? It's none of my business. I don't know your collection. I don't know what you like. I'm not looking at your collection. I don't care about your collection. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I tell you guys, for you guys to listen to a nobody YouTuber that doesn't even collect to tell you what to do, it's the most retarded fucking thing I've ever heard. Because these people don't even collect anything, and they're telling other people, yeah, don't buy it, cancel it, don't waste. What are you talking about? So what are you doing in a collecting community telling people not to collect? The fuck are you talking about? If you don't want people to collect, get the fuck out of here, because this is not for you, clearly. Right? I would, if we're in a collecting community, I would expect everybody to be collecting. No? Or am I fucking crazy? You know, obviously, yes, it's an expensive hobby that we're in, and I don't expect everybody to be buying everything, right? That's a different conversation. But to tell somebody who wants to buy something, hey, don't go buy it, you're retarded. You know, and that happens a lot with these, you know, nobody YouTubers that don't know shit, don't collect shit, don't have shit. But you guys look at them as if they're some authority figure when they have no collections at all. They have a pretty background with lights and shit, and you go, "Oh my god, look at that beauty! He must know everything." Oh, what do you have to say, master? Get the fuck out of here. 1-6 Star Wars Pimpazord hasn't been here in about 17 months. Why are you here today, sir?
I'm doing.
What's up? I only paid $270 plus 45 shipping, so $315 total last November. That's a great deal. That is a great deal. No justification for this. Then, but like, yeah, no, it's crazy. You know, an Iron Man, regular Iron Man, no head sculpt, right? So the Mark 42 is $450, plus the deluxe is $480 something. A standard, you know, gold, for example, golden version or red and chrome, whatever, they're all $420. So you're going to tell me this is almost a die-cast price? Out of your mind. Yeah, I pass in this price and I buy everything. No, again, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, 4 months after it was already out, it started dropping in price. People were selling him for like $3 and change. I remember, you know, like less than $385. I was like, holy crap. So if you really want him, and you're actively looking for him, you could get him way cheaper than $385, guaranteed. You know, a lot of people bought them for $4 and change, and they couldn't sell them at those prices, so they had to lower the prices and lose a little bit of money. But people got deals with them. Star Wars Vintage Collecting is making a Baze Malibus from Rogue One. Hope that means Hot Toys. Yeah, we talked about that last week. That's what happens when you don't show up on the stream, but you're watching your other bullshit YouTuber 24/7. Disgusting. How much is Gailing Urso cost you after taxes, duty, and tariff? From Pop Collectibles on 385, ironically, there's a fabrication. Yeah, not. This is maybe now, but back then, like I said, I paid $4 and change. It was low fours, but it was definitely fours. It was not, it was not anywhere in the threes. It was low four, because again, you pay a premium for that day of, it's ready to ship. It's ready to ship. You always pay a premium for that. So I know for a fact mine was $4 and change. It wasn't $450. I don't even think it was over $450. But crazy. It's in like a year. Yeah, it's been a while. That's what I'm saying. It's been a while. So it has to do with, this price has to do with the fact that they don't have many. Shit, 285 would be pushing it. No, there's nothing to the figure. There is nothing to this figure to justify even 315. That's what I'm saying. You gotta take into account the license, the movie, the popularity, the scarcity of it, right? How rare it is. It's not the actual figure, right? It's a plain outfit, no armor, no accessories, really. If you really pay attention, right? What do we got? Hologram that we've gotten plenty with other different figures. Obviously not this one. I think we got a red one before, if I'm not mistaken, with I forget which figure, but we've gotten this in red. This blaster, I don't know if we've gotten before. I feel like we have, but if we haven't, okay, the first time they made a blaster. This here we never got before. This here we never got before. So these two things justify $385? Absolutely the hell not. Absolutely not. It's crazy. I just want Sideshow would finally get Agent Venom so I could pick him up with a coupon. Yeah, I didn't get anything from him. Guys, hit the like button, please. We got 36 of you guys watching. Thank you guys, whoever hit the like button already. I mean, should this guy be more price-wise than, say, General Grievous with the type of... That's what I'm saying. Even though Grievous is a more intricate figure overall, right? You got the die cast. You got all those joints for Grievous, right? You got all those panels for Grievous, right? Grievous is not a simple, at least it doesn't look like it's a very just, okay, here's a body, let me suit it up, right? It's not that type of figure. It takes more engineering for it, right? To make it. All of it, right? The like I said, the joints for that thing, the articulation, right? Everything's completely different. All the stuff is ratcheted, right? Compared to this, the size of it, it is not the same. And I think they're about the same price. Isn't Grievous like $385 too? So I'm saying this has to do with how rare it is, how many pieces there are. I don't think it has to do with the actual figure, because if you're trying to justify it because of the actual figure, it ain't gonna work, because there's nothing to it. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing special about it. Nothing besides the fact that it's rare. That's it. Faster Pop Collectible same $349 plus 322. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I paid over $4 and it was low $4s. I never paid. It was, like I said, I don't even think it was $450. Maybe and I can tell you it was more than $401. I can tell you 100% it was more than $401. I would say maybe $430, $440, but it wasn't $401. But again, that's because it was a premium at the time. It was just new. It was exclusive over there. You want it, here it is. If you don't, that's your problem. So that's when you're stuck, you know. The game that makes me think about the Japanese 1978. That means being strong, coming soon, release soon, high price. Possible. Remember, that is correct. Remember, they teased the 1978 Japan, not teased, they showed that, you know, coming soon. So you're most likely going to have an RSVP for that as well. If we don't have it yet, which we may, but I know they definitely teased it. I don't know if they did an RSVP for it yet. I think they did, maybe. And so the fact that it's that limited, it is possible. They're either not going to get it at all because they already got the 77, or they're going to get limited pieces, which, again, the main reason why they didn't get it to begin with is because Hot Toys figured, you know what, not many people are really going to care about the Japan version over there, so we're going to make you the American version, which is the Nicholas Hammond version, over the the Japan Spider. They called it, what is it? It's called the Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Or Spider-Man, or some shit like that. So that's possible that they're just not going to get it at all. If they do, though, it should be at least priced at somewhere near the Nicholas Hammond version, even though the 77 is less, right? It was less. It was only 600 pieces. So it's more rare, right, than the 1,000 pieces that the Japanese version had in Hong Kong. So what is Sideshow going to do? Could come down to, again, how many pieces they're getting, how many pieces are left all around. That's what dictates those prices. Supply and demand, always and forever. I cannot believe the 1/6 retails for the community has become a bunch of hype beasts. I saw this in my sneaker community, and it's their downfall. Yeah. Oh, with the discount code, straight to my door. Pop Collectors charging $383. That's not bad. That's a great price. Yeah. If you're buying Pop Collectibles, Kazuma has a coupon code. I believe Jetta Patrol has a coupon code. Justin, I believe, has a coupon code. So you can use any of those. I think you get 5% on any of them. Yeah, I think it's 5%. So yeah, any of those codes will work. And 383, you can't beat. I mean, again, if you want to wait for cheaper, you may be able to get it cheaper down the line. But again, like somebody said earlier, it's like a year old already. So how much longer are you really going to wait for a figure? I mean, you could do like Mike and wait, 3 years and hope to get it for, $1.75 Luch style. But that's a great price. Again, I paid about $430, $440 if I'm not mistaken. So it's a great price. Again, it's already an older figure now. Still kind of fresh, but it's older now. So you would expect it to go down in price. It comes down to how bad you need it and how bad you want it. You don't care about my collection. No, it's true though. Think about it. Why would I? Okay. Why would I tell you what to spend your money on, what to buy, what not to buy, if I am not in your house? Whatever you buy doesn't affect me. I'm not looking at it. I'm not paying for it. Why would I care? But these people, these know-nothing YouTubers that don't have shit, don't know shit, they get off on feeling like, oh, I'm telling people what to do because I'm mighty and then I'm holier than thou and I'm the almighty. Like, what are you talking about? You don't know shit. So that's what bothers me about that. They don't have shit. They don't know shit. But they're telling people what to do. And retards in this community are listening to that bullshit. That's what bothers me. I don't tell people, hey, don't buy this, don't buy. It's your money. Do whatever the fuck you want. All I do is point out shit. You want to take it, cool. You don't want to take it, cool. It ain't my business. But these losers think they're controlling the stock market. The fuck out of here. Care about my collection? He said care about my collection. No, it's true though. I can't. I like Max Mickelson, so I bought initially. No, the figure is great. The figure is great. It is sharp. The tailoring is gorgeous. The head sculpt, the rolling eyes, right? Again, not that you have to care about rolling eyes, but it's already an updated figure, right? It could have been just a standard no rolling eyes head sculpt and made, be made limited. And guess what? They could have charged us the same shit. And what are you going to do? Oh, you're going to say, oh, no, it doesn't have rolling eyes, so I don't want it? Absolutely not. You've been like, fuck yeah, I want the figure. So that's why I even bring up the rolling eyes, because it's already updated, right? It's not like, oh, they're going to come out with a 2.0 now, right? That's what I mean when I bring that up. Jungle, look at you. Where have you been?
Doing?
Always late. Always fucking late. Forgive for missing last week's stream. I was busy, so I'm gonna grow up to dinner. Oh my god!
How dare you!
Unbelievable. No respect. But yeah, no, we talked about it. And you should watch it. You should watch it. You may learn something that before your favorite YouTuber says it 3 years from now or 5 years from now, before you get all blown away by old news like you guys tend to do. You should watch it. Martin K, welcome.
Hello!
It's cheaper to get Galen from previous release on eBay anyway. Oh yeah, check eBay too, Nefty. I forgot about eBay. And they didn't say limited how many exactly, which smells be estimated. Well, no. Remember that this was supposed to be a Japan exclusive only. That's what this was supposed to be, right? And they told you the limited amount that they had in Hong Kong or Japan or whatever it was. It was a limited amount, right? It was exclusive to Japan. Nobody knew anything. Nobody knew how many pieces, blah, blah, blah. The problem with having it in Sideshow now, right? Them sending Sideshow some of these pieces has nothing to do with them being limited. Because remember, like I said earlier, maybe it just came in. It's probably leftover that they had, right? They probably made a bunch. They didn't all sell out. And now they're giving Sideshow some, right? The reason why, again, I'm going to explain it real quick. The reason why I think it's $385 is because Sideshow didn't get many pieces. Right? I just looked. Doesn't say anything about, anything being limited, right? Doesn't say we got 1,000, we got 600, we got 1,500, 1,200, 2,000. It doesn't say anything about that. What does that mean? it means that they're not going to tell you how many pieces they got. But as you can see, it's already low stock. I can tell you they didn't get that many. So that's what's dictating that price, right? The fact that there's not that many, they're not going to tell you because it's probably, we don't know if it's 100, right? So they're not going to say, hey guys, we only got 100, because then people are going to go, oh my God, it's so limited, we need to get it. You know what I mean? So they're not going to tell you that because that's not the case, because it's not their first time release. It came from Japan as an exclusive from Japan. So they just got the leftover. They're not going to tell you how many pieces they got. You know what I mean? Chris, welcome. How are you?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Guys, hit the like button. We got 37 of you guys again. Thank you guys for being here. We got Tony Marine. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
Hello!
Tony, are you a Marine for real, or are you stealing my valor again? Galen Ursa was limited for. Oh, there you go. I remember they had mentioned that it was limited because it was a Japan exclusive figure. So 1,500 worldwide. Looks like they didn't sell 1,500 worldwide, which is how Sideshow got any to begin with. And look how late they got them. So that tells you everything you need to know. Remember that for a lot of these figures, and for those who ordered him, pay attention to this. Pay attention to, remember, Hot Toys puts a sticker on the box, right? A specific color of sticker on the box. Pay attention to your box. It's most likely going to have the Sideshow sticker on it and not the Hot Toys sticker on it. Why? What does that mean? It means that they probably just made a few boxes for the the remaining figures that they had for Sideshow, and obviously they put their Sideshow sticker on it. But the ones that were original from Japan had their sticker, whether it was the red sticker or the green sticker, whatever it was, from the Japan releases. So that's how another way you could tell that they're left over for Sideshow, because it would have said here, right here, it would have said, 1,500 or 1,000 or 500, or I tell you they didn't get many. That's why it says low stock remaining. Let's see. Mine's on the way. So, Chooch, when you get yours, do me a favor and let me know if yours came with the Sideshow sticker on the front. Hopefully you don't forget. The Army paid for it. The Army paid for it. Let's see. Guys, hit the like button, please, if you haven't. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Did you just have say? No, that's not. It's like Spider-Man. It's like SPYDA Spider-Man. Some shit like that. That's the proper pronunciation of that figure. Spider-Man. Some shit like that. Because remember, it's supposed to be a Japan pronunciation. Artulio. Bradley Filthy Hands Epstein. Look at you, latest.
I'm doing.
Were you washing your hands? Fabs, tell him the lion does not concern himself with. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Don't forget, there was a guy posting about how there aren't enough women in this hobby. Definitely some interesting individuals in this community. Yo, exactly. He's like, where the bitches is at? He's like, where the hoes at? It's like, we're collecting toys, but where the hoes at? Yo, can you imagine? Definitely Lucha's cousin. We got JD5019. Welcome, first time here. How are you? Nice to see you.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
What happened to Suicide Squad Harley Quinn with the red and black suit? When is she supposed to be released? Let's see. Waitlist open. Ooh, waitlisted already. It says here. Well, it doesn't say here. Limited 3,000. When is release date? Doesn't say anything. Am I bugging? When does it say it's supposed to be coming out? No, it doesn't even say. That's not good. Yeah, no, I can't tell you anything. It doesn't even say it anymore. I'm assuming soon. It's got to be soon, no? See, even here, they always tell you 3,000. Wait, let me, right there. 3,000 pieces worldwide. So they always tell you if it's exclusive, if it's limited, they always tell you the amount. So the fact that they aren't with Galen, they tells you they just got leftovers. Or else if they were meant to have some, it would have been weeks after the whole event, not a year after, you know? But yeah, no, I can't help you, my friend. It doesn't even say anything. But I'm assuming, again, it's got to be at some point soon, no? That's crazy. They took the date off completely. Yeah, nope, sorry. Cannot help you there. Shipping. Let's see shipping. Oh, that's just to get a quote. Yeah, no, nothing. Details. Additional details. Prototype. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, here we go. Arrival dates are estimates only. Your item may ship through May 2026. So, like I said, coming soon. Yeah, so coming soon. Yeah, the fact that they removed the date is kind of shady. So Harley Hot Tools gave me notice February to April. Yeah, it says here May 2026, so that sounds about right. Where the women like the guy just around? Yeah, it's like where the bitches is at? It's so crazy. This is, like I say to you guys all the time, this is your community. Embrace it, love it, enjoy it, live it. Okay. This is an extension of all of you. As you have one a while ago, it got scared off you. But wait, what? You did have one a while ago, but you scared her off. Who? What did I have a while ago? My only loyal viewer and supporter has always been, I'll tell you right now, she has always been here, always and forever. Okay, I'm going to show you her name right now because she's here 99.9% of the time. Okay, the only female from day one. She has been around she has won raffles. I've shipped to her at least twice in Germany. Okay. Like I said, on the streams all the time. Well, not all the time, but most of the time. Even if it's late, she'll stop in, says hello, and then says, I'll see you guys another time because I got to go because it's late. Right here. Female. Okay. Let me see. Now I lost where I was. Thanks, Ash. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay, all right, so we're close. We're close. Here we go. Now we are. Now we're here. Okay. Harley was originally set for July. Okay, so they changed her. Yeah. That figure is going to look so good. I cannot wait. And the fact that it's waitlisted is even more exciting because not every bum is going to get one. Wish it would make more figures from the Suicide Squad, but it feels like a ship has passed now. Maybe Red Dress Harley. That would be nice, the red dress version. Polka Dot Man would be sick. We got King Shark, a Deadshot from a Bloodsport from Hot Toys would be sick. We got Peacemaker. Yeah. Like you said, I don't think it's happening anymore, but it would have been nice. Would have been nice. She was supposed to release last year around July. Yeah, so probably coming soon, like I said. Has to be coming soon. If it's already pushed that much, it's got to be coming soon. Harley got pushed back to July 2025, December 2025. 40 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you everybody who did already. What are you doing, Jungle? What do you need attention? Fad, you remember Kai? Kai. Who's Kai? I don't know Kai. I don't remember Kai. I remember everybody, and I don't know Kai. Kai who? Tell me the whole name. Who's Kai? Who's Kai? Yeah. R.I.P. Brad Konsky. Oh, and after Brad started coming in, Cassandra also, but Talia was way before Cassandra because Brad only started watching me. I think it's been a few months. So Cassandra is the second one, but Talia, number one, always and forever. All right, guys. So now to the main event. Before we get into the main event, let's go over a few things before we get started. So first and foremost, this is what I was going to tell you guys about that just came out on 16kid.com. As you can see, this is the Hot Toy. I mean, it looks like it at least. The Hot Toys Justice League Superman body with those massive, ridiculously big shoulders. That's why I could kind of tell what it is. I'm not saying it's a Hot Toys body, branded Hot Toys, but that's what it looks like. And he's got the gold and white outfit. I think this is super sexy. I think this is super, super nice. I am pre-ordering this thing 100%. It is $135, $25 deposit, and then your remaining balance is $110, obviously plus whatever tariff happens after. But this will look really, really good. And, it shows you pictures of him with the angry BVS head sculpt. It shows you with the angry Justice League head sculpt. And they show you even the Jor-El head sculpt from Man of Steel. I said BVS for this one, and I meant Man of Steel. So this was Man of Steel. This one is Justice League. And then, or either Justice League or BVS. And I think it's Justice League. And Jor-El from Man of Steel. So you could also put any, obviously you would want to keep it a Henry Cavill head sculpt, right? That would make sense. But, or even a Jor-El as they're showing you. But as you can see, you could put any other type of head sculpt that would fit on here, and it'll look really, really good. Like I said, I love this color combination. I told the channel members in the chat right away. I was like, this is sick. I think Patrick shared the image, but I had already seen it on the website. So I said, absolutely. I just didn't know what the price was. But this is very sexy. Like I said, you put this on the shelf of the BVS stuff, right next to the black. If you guys got a customized black and gray Superman from BVS, which I did, you put that next to that one and the blue and red standard, and this, it's gonna look gorgeous. And the fact that it's literally $135, like, you can't beat that. And you could put, like I said, you could put any type of head sculpt you want on it, and it'll be really, really nice, really, really sexy. So definitely getting this thing. I just wanted to go over it because it's really nice. I love these different color combinations, right? They pop, right? If it would have been a black in some different color, also, black and red or black and blue would have been sick too. But this gold, and even the cape, as you can see, it's not a wired cape at all. It's also kind of short, but it's gonna look really, really, really good. Remember when you thought I was a burner? Because that's the problem. There's so many burners. There's so many people with no lives that come in here talking shit all the time. And it's the sad thing is there's usually one person with like 100 burners that comes in here. You know what I mean? So you never really know who the hell is who, but they always give themselves away. Fab is Kaya. I've never seen a Kaya. There's no Kaya. Who the hell's a Kaya? Cooking with Kaya? Never heard of that. Not getting this, and I collect. Oh, why? What don't you like about it? You don't like this at all? This is really nice. I don't like the suit. You don't like the suit either. See, I love that. I love the color combination. I think it's gonna look gorgeous and pop next to every other one. Why is it gold? Probably a comic book thing. There's probably a comic book out there where he wore this outfit for whatever reason. So it always comes from somewhere like that. Maybe if it had been black and gold, as I'm saying, I like the combination. I like the white and gold. If it would have been black and gold, it would have been sick too. Like I said, black and red, black and blue. But this I love. So stop trying to influence me on not buying something. Okay, Ron? Ron, stop trying to be a YouTuber. Okay, Ron? Unbelievable. So that's something that I wanted to just pull up real quick. And then obviously let's get into the drama, the main event of the night. So as you guys can see, okay, they finally showed the prices. This is Factory Entertainment's Quint and Hooper. As you can see here, Jaws Quint and Hooper 6-scale figure bundle and save, right? So if you get them together, $649.99. I don't know what they think they're selling here. I don't know what is going through their minds right now. It is insane. Fast. So what head sculpt would you? Oh, I have a spare Henry Cavill from BVS that I'm going to use. So I'm already. That's why I'm getting it, because I already have one ready to go. I have him I made it like a little kit bash with him wearing like a little sweater and like jeans and stuff, which is crappy anyway. I just put it together so I could use that head sculpt on a body. Coming right off on that figure, 100%. Guys, it's 41 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. Dave, welcome.
Konnichiwa. Means what's up?
Dropping Reeves' head on that. Oh, that's a good one too. That's a great one, actually. Send me one, Dave. Don't be selfish. He said, "Oh hell no." Oh man, you're so hopeless. Who's Kaya? I don't know Kaya. What do you mean Kaya? I don't know Kaya, Ash. So, guys. So again, I don't know what these people are smoking. I don't know where they think that they're getting these price points from. I don't know what they think that they're making. I can tell you these bodies are not made by Factory Entertainment. They have never made a 1/6 scale figure ever. Number two, the outfits aren't even that great. Number three, the head sculpts aren't even that great. No rolling eyes. Okay? We were just talking shit. Okay? Shout out to Rudy, when Rudy came on, just at what they were selling, right? The prices weren't even said yet. And just how they were talking about these figures, and remember we had this whole stream on that. It was like they were out of touch. Like they didn't know, and Rudy said it. It's like they did no research. They just expected, well, we've been in the game 15 years. So we're going to come in, and because we've been around the collectible community selling props and shit, that this is how we're going to come in, and it is what it is because we've been around 15 years. And like Rudy said, he came in like with this mentality of we know better, because again, they've been around for 15 years. Again, according to them, I don't know anything. So it is insane. It is insane. It doesn't even make sense. It is crazy that for these prices, you don't even have a rolling eye. And like I tell you guys all the time, every single 1/6 scale figure does not have to be like Hot Toys, right? Not every company wants to be like Hot Toys. People want to make their own shit. Cool. Don't come in charging Hot Toys prices. If you don't know what community you're getting into, do your research. You can't come in charging more than a Hot Toys figure for something that is way worse. Something that is, like Rudy kept saying, outdated, antiquated, right? This is like 15 years ago type of figure, right? So for you to come in like that, it is crazy. It is insane. right? It shows that you don't really know what you're getting yourself into. You just said, "Oh, let's make figures." So here it is. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. This guy thought he could get away with these prices. Yo, wait till we get into the comments. Wait till we get into the comments, guys. Hustles, welcome.
Hello!
Welcome. This company is nuts. Somebody Red Flag Factor Entertainment. Folks who decide to buy this are in for some grief. Absolutely. It is crazy. Okay? It is insane. I don't care. Let me tell you something. You know what's really crazy? What I find insane is that some people in this community will see this thing and Rudy being one of them, only because they love the movie, only because they love, the characters in the movie, they'll sit there and go,
What is that, bro?
literally, they see one little thing and, oh my God, take my money. I need it. You don't need shit. Have some standards, have some taste, enjoy some quality. And my problem is, you're coming from Hot Toys. You're coming from the best. Most of your collection is Hot Toys. So you already have the highest standard of toy. And you're going to come in and say, well, give me this garbage too, just because, nobody made it. I need it. I love the movie. What are you talking about? You don't need shit. The bigger problem with that, again, it's everybody's money. They're going to spend it on whatever the fuck they want. The bigger problem is, like I tell you guys all the time, this community is not united. This community is the craziest community when it comes to being unified and being, sticking together for the greater good of the whole thing. People are going to buy this. People are going to tell you this is great because they don't want to feel like I just wasted my money on this garbage. I tell you guys this all the time. Nobody wants to be the asshole saying I just spent $700, it's $650 plus tax and whatever and shipping and tariff or whatever else they got to pay, right? It's going to be over $700. Again, if they decide to go the cheaper route, which is this, okay? Nobody's going to sit there and go, this is complete trash. I just spent $700+ on this and it's total garbage. Nobody's going to do that. If this community was united, right, nobody would buy this because a lot of people seem not to be happy with the price point. Like they were okay with the figures until the price came out. Oh, Hooper and Quentin, oh my God, this is the greatest shit. And they saw the prices, they were like, oh, hell no. If this community was united, guess what? Nobody would buy this shit to make a statement. Listen, you're not going to come in here with this garbage and overcharge us for this garbage. That'll never happen in this community. But people were in the group letting them know how they feel about it, which at least that's a good thing. Let me see where I am. This George figure or homage to vintage Hot Toys, it's all about respect. Can you imagine if that was the case? Unbelievable. These are pura basura. Faz, they want 600. No, not 600. Are you crazy? They want 650. The price on Queen and Hooper's wall, you can get an 8 inches. I could call it a day. Yep. Wait, we didn't even get to the prices yet. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, everybody who did. We got Albert in the house. Always late. Unbelievable. Kevin Collectibles, welcome.
Hello!
This is sad. I was hoping to support them with the Battlestar Galactica line, but not now. None of it is worth it. It's all garbage. It's all crap. It's all ugly. Like I said, not even updated anything. right? I can tell you those bodies are most likely going to be crap. Hopefully not, but I'm assuming the worst just from what I'm seeing. And I can tell you there's nothing about those bodies that's going to make the figure incredible. I can tell you that right now. Every figure I've seen from Factor Entertainment should be under $200. Absolutely. And that's what I was saying before. If you don't know what you're getting yourself into, right? Your prices should be, again, if you don't know that the standard now for a lot of these companies is rolling eyes, again, has nothing to do with them being necessary, has nothing to do with the figure having to have them. It's an update. It's making the figure updated, right? Making the figure better to a certain extent, right? You could do more posing, take better pictures, make the figure look more alive with a set of rolling eyes. Do you have to use them? Absolutely not. You could, for a lot of my figures, the rolling eyes, I've never touched them. I don't need to, but they're there. They're included because I'm paying for that. So if you don't even know that, how do you think you're going to come in charging more than a Hot Toys figure that has way more features than your garbage basic ass shit? That's a problem. Hot Toys makes their own bodies. You don't, because you don't make figures. So this is Jazz Inc. 2.0 right here. Okay? Another thing. Sean Dabb's making this shit again. Again, nothing against him. We know what his things are looking like. Okay? Nothing great. Again, I'm not saying that he's a bad sculptor. I'm not saying anything negative about him. They're not looking great. Maybe he had a bad few days with this and Rick and whatever. It is what it is. They're not the greatest. They're not better than anything Hot Toys ever made. I can tell you that right now. So if you don't know what community you're getting into, how are you charging those prices when your figures don't even have rolling eyes? You don't make your own bodies. So that's number one. Right? You don't have, your head sculpts don't have rolling eyes. That's number two. What are we paying $350 for? You know what I mean? What are you giving us that is worth $350, $650, $325? What is it? And again, remember, this is the discounted set. Wait till we get into what psychoticness they're thinking. This is a 50. Don't be mean. I was making an unboxing video of Jinx for Hot Toys just in case it was defective. No, you got the wrong company. Inner didn't make Jinx, you bump. Garbage. Where's the platinum silicone and Tibetan fur? Exactly. Garbage. Honestly, I'd rather get a second head sculpt with a different expression than rolling up. Fine. Absolutely. Give it value then. Right? Do something like look at we went over it 2 days ago. Mondo. What is Mondo doing for these basic plastic toys? They load them up with shit so you can be like, holy shit, I'm getting a ton of stuff for $280, $250, $260, $220, whatever it is, right? Because without all that shit, guess what? They would be $125. If that. So, again, going back to the same point. If you don't know what you're getting yourself into, where do you come from these prices with these prices? Like, where are you getting this from? That's a great point. Don't give it rolling eyes. Again, not everybody likes that shit. Cool. Where is this value coming from? Where is this $325? Where? From where? What are you giving us that is $325? Give it a second head sculpt. Give it a second outfit. Different, again, not that I care for that, but people love this shit. A diorama. Give it something that you could say, all right, they added this garbage. So now you could say, well, they're charging you for this garbage. Again, Jazz Inc. Jazz Inc. with these Catwoman figures. They're giving you some bullshit diorama for $1,000. And everybody's going, oh, I need the diorama. The same thing with the penguin. They're giving you some penguins. Oh, I need the fucking penguins for $1,000. So at least you're tricking the people into justifying that value, that price point. Here, what are we getting? So a second head sculpt would be great. Even 3 head sculpts. 3 different expressions for each character. Cool. A battle damage one, a bloody one. Cool. Again, still not worth it, but at least they're trying to give you some value with these things. They don't give a shit. Again, according to what we're looking at. Yes, this is the discounted price. Wait till I show you. Time to Asylum's back. So, remember, these two, $649.99. Okay? Hooper with a signed Richard Dreyfuss plaque. Again, Jazzing 2.0. This is edition it says edition 100 of 200. So only 200 plaques signed by Richard Dreyfuss, right? As you can see. $499.99. What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to tell me without the plaque, $349.99, okay? So $100, $150, because it goes $349.99 to $499. So $150 extra for this limited plaque. What do you mean? Again, who else is doing this? Jazz Inc. So, are you guys seeing the pattern here? Jazz Inc.'s making the same shit with the same sculptor, the same garbage with the same sculptor, overcharging. Factory Entertainment making the same garbage with the same sculptor, the same stylish garbage, overcharging. $150. Again, if you're a fan of this guy, then it is what it is, right? Here it is, him signing the plaques, right? So you want something rare, you want something special, you got to pay $150 extra because there's only 200 made worldwide. A gimmick to get you to spend this stupid ass amount of money for this garbage, right? Again, if you're a fan, you're a fan. It is what it is. People pay all this stupid money to go meet these people backstage, to get their shit signed, to get their toys signed, to get their apparel signed, to get, you know what I mean? It's a thing. I get it. But attached to this garbage toy, again, for me, it is very painful. Like I said, I'm not telling you don't buy anything. I'm not saying, hey, don't spend that's your problem. It is insane. Some people will buy this edition and go, look, guys, I'm one of the 200 retards who bought this. I got my plaque. And what are you gonna say to that person? That's their business. They want to spend their money on that. That's their money. They look retarded, but that's their money. Don't be surprised when you start seeing these being sold in the groups. I was just talking in general. The Joe's figures look like shit. No, just wait. Wait till I show you guys a close-up of Rick. The Twilight Zone, he said. These the male Karens 2-pack. You just know those two asses conspired. And let me tell you something. Where did they get this idea from? This plaque idea from? Somebody had a conversation with somebody. Somebody talked about something. Because what are the chances of a brand new company making their very first figure for the very first time using Sean Dabbs, just like Jazz Inc., making figures for the very first time using Sean Dabbs? What are the chances of that? And suddenly, the new company that just came in using Sean Dabbs is doing what Jazz Inc. is doing, which is making plaques, signing plaques. What are the chances of Factory Entertainment coming out of the blue and going, man, a great idea would be to get plaques made, just like Jazz Inc.? Very possible, like Bob is saying, maybe they had a conversation. Maybe they know each other. Maybe they met through Sean Dabbs. Again, anything's possible. Anything is possible. So think about that. So like I said, the discounted set, $650. Insane. With the plaque, $500 just for Hooper. Okay. Quint, $349.99. He doesn't get a plaque. I'm surprised they didn't get Yost to sign a plaque for this guy. So think about that. $350 for this garbage. What are you getting for this? The fact that you're getting the actor from the movie, you're getting the character from the movie at $350. What are you getting for $350? Hot Toys, we get Hot Toys for $280, $285, $305, $320. Remember, a night and day difference of figures with the Hot Toys. And you're overpaying for this company that came out of nowhere making toys all of a sudden. Again, I'm assuming that they feel that, and Rudy mentioned it too, that because they've been around for 15 years selling props, that they are entitled to some shit like this. Again, people are going to buy this. Pay attention to the online posts of people posting the shit when it comes out. The figure's great. Oh, the figure's amazing, guys, because they want to feel like they didn't get ripped off. Happens all the time. They do it within art. It's going to happen with Jazz Inc. Guaranteed. Dave, Seacliff Barbecue, welcome.
Hello!
Is the Battle Damage Terminator 2.0 worth it? About 600 shipped. Don't do that to yourself. 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 They're going, you could get it for about 450. 450, 460. Do not even think about it. Don't do that to yourself. That is insane. Don't do that to yourself. Do not do that to yourself. Cannot agree more. It's terrible. They could have done justice. Figure, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. Now that you mention it, I did see someone ask 5,000 bad pulls. Say it came with an autograph. You said, "Oh my god!" I'm telling you. I am telling you. Did that thing sell yet? Let me know if somebody knows if that doodle pile sold. Does anybody know if this thing sold yet? Let me know if it's sold yet, because I would love to know who was the idiot who paid $5,000 for that. So now that we went over these insane prices, let's go over the comments in their own group. Okay. Says the first one here. Must say, compared to other companies, these look very Action Man quality from the 80s. Very sad to see the price point so high. Looks like Kurt Russell playing Richard Dreyfuss playing Matt Hooper. Good luck. Are you out of your mind? $350 each? No effing way. More than Hot Toys and not even close to the quality standards. Good luck trying to sell these shit. Why are you guys ignoring the feedback from people who have been collecting figures for years? And yes, $350 for that is just ridiculous. If you want to succeed, either lower your prices or improve your quality. At the moment, these figures are looking very 2000-ish. At a time in collectibles where Inner and Hot Toys figures are $280 to $450-ish, you got to do better. You are insane with those prices and quality. Good luck, though. Damn, 500 Canadian dollars each, $700 with signature plus tariffs. For that price, does Richard delivers them in person? Get the F out too much. You guys are high as F if you think those are $350 figures. Yikes. He watches me. Telford watches me. The guy who says yikes, he watches me. Clone Trooper, AI or not, this looks terrible. That ain't AI. Man, 150 extra for that signature. No offense to Richard Dreyfuss, but that looks awful. I know he's old, but you guys are nuts. All I can say to Richard Dreyfuss for signing off on these hideous looking thing is, Hooper, you idiot, and you're watching it. Looks like Kurt Russell playing Richard Dreyfuss playing Matt Hooper. Good luck. I think I've read that already. I mean, this is a joke, right? Right? Because nobody in their right mind would ever pay those prices for something so ridiculously outdated and just poor quality. Have you never seen 1/6 figures before, or do you just think collectors are stupid? No, they probably think you guys are fucking stupid because a lot of you guys are fucking stupid. That's why they come out with these prices. Look at Jazz Inc., what they do to you guys. And you guys are there all day, every day, defending the bullshit. So yes, they believe you guys are stupid. 100%. That's why I say it all the time. It's not to put anybody down. It's not to make anybody feel bad. This community, a lot of this community is retarded. That's a fact. It's not being mean. It's not being rude. It's not being a jerk. It's not being an asshole. It's a fact. That's why I say it. If it weren't true, I wouldn't say it. This community is filled with retardation. I tell you guys this all the time. That's why these companies come in. Example number one. What do you mean? This is $5,000. What are you talking about? People swallow this all day long. You really believe that he came out of pocket and said, here's 1,000, here's 2,000, here's 3,000, here's 4,000, here's 5,000. That never happened. This thing was not $500. Again, I forget who said, maybe they added the work, right? The painting or whatever. Maybe, right? If you want to add labor to it. It's still not $5,000. But why does he give you these prices? Because he knows Retardation Nation rules this community. And somebody will be, oh my God, I want to be the only one with this garbage. So they take advantage. Of course, absolutely. It's a real thing. So it's not being mean. It's the truth. And then oh my God. Anybody who sits there going, guys.
What is that, bro?
Retarded. You are retarded. Just because nobody's made the character before doesn't mean you need to buy garbage. Just because you love the character in the movies does not mean you have to buy garbage. Again, it's your money. Do whatever you want. You don't have to buy garbage. Nobody's forcing you to buy garbage. Somebody will make it better at some point. Why, you think this is the only company that it's ever going to make it and that's it, never again? People have been customizing this figure for years. How come you didn't buy the custom then if you need it so bad? Oh, that's right, because it's over $1,000 for some bullshit. So you don't need to buy everything you see that is garbage. Again, it's your money. Do whatever you want. But then don't sit there lying to the community because you're an asshole talking about, oh, this is the greatest thing. The figure's great. It looks so good in hand. It looks if it looks like shit like this, it's not going to get better in hand. It's insane. Insane. Dave Chaparral, you'll be able to find. Yeah, no, don't do that to yourself, Dave. That you'll be send me 300 of that before you spend it. Don't know if it's sold. It looked like some were. No, I'm telling you, some retard offered thousands for this thing, guaranteed. Anybody who offered over 1,000 for this thing, you are retarded. That's why I want to know who bought it. That's why I told you guys last stream. I want to know who bought it. What is the lowest price you've seen a new brown suit Wolverine going for right now? I actually haven't seen many of them going up for sale. I've seen a lot of people looking for them, in my group at least, right? People been asking, looking for a brown suit, but I haven't seen them being sold at all. At all. It looks like they're very limited. And it looks like people really want that figure because they're not just letting them, oh, here's for sale. Even for like, expensive prices, I haven't seen them at all. So that's what I tell you guys. If you like a character, pre-order, especially if it's limited, just pre-order it. You could always get rid of it. Once it sells out, guess what? You have something that not everybody got. Somebody out there will get it from you if you're selling it, obviously. Hey, I am stupid for comedy. What? Oh my God. Unbelievable. Yeah, let me pull this back up. I love that clip. No, that's what it's like. It's like, what is that? Take my money. Relax. It's not the end of the world. You've been collecting, I'm assuming, let's say anybody on average has been collecting at least 5 years. Guess what? You've been around 5 years without this fucking Rick, without Hooper, without the other guy. So you don't need this shit in your collection. You don't need it. You've been fine without it. Your collection doesn't need it. You're not going to die if you don't get this garbage. But the fact that they think, oh, well, I have to get it. Nobody else made it, so I need to. No, you don't. No, you don't. Another thing I told, who did I tell? I think Rudy. Like I said, he was, as soon as he saw this, oh, I need Rick. I love the movie. I need Rick. I said, Rudy. I said, you don't need shit. I said, if, for example, you had the Mummy figure already and you needed Rick for the pair, I'd be like, all right. Obviously, it'll look better with the pair. Even if it looks like shit, it'll be more understandable that he wants it to have the pair. But to buy garbage, to have it standing on the shelf by itself, doing what? It's a waste of money. If you had the pair, cool. If you needed it to have the pair, fine. It is what it is. But you don't have shit from that movie. So you don't need shit. You've been collecting, Rudy specifically, for a very long time. At least about 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. And you're going to tell me that all of a sudden, for the past 10 years, what, you've been dying until today that this came out? No, you're going to be fine. And when people see the popularity and how much people want these things, guess what? Somebody else is going to make it. They're going to make it better. Even if it's more expensive or about the same price, they're going to see, look, these people are destroying this company because it looks like shit. The quality, this, that. We got to step it up, make it a little bit better. If you want to charge a little bit more, guess what? It's going to be better than that other garbage anyway. So let's go for it. And you're going to see that the other company is going to make more sales than this one. It's very simple. Look at what happened with Hot Toys and Inart. Inart came out with the rooting. Who's doing more rooting now? Inart or Hot Toys? Inart's not even making figures. Guys, don't forget to pre-order your Inart figures though. So that's just what happens. The moment these companies see that that a lot of people in the community have these desires for these figures, they're going to get into them because they know that there's money to be made there. Same thing with the rooting for Hot Toys. They saw that people were, oh my God, I'm ready to pay over $1,000 for some rooting. Oh, hold my beer. It's that simple. So you don't have to jump at everything you see just because, I'm going to die without it. No, you're not going to die. Someone paid $27.5K for Heritage Auctions 2023 Ultimate Batman Collection. Explicitly lists as Hot Toys one of a kind. Back it. I know what you're talking about. I saw that. It was, I think, like 3 years ago. And I think that's where Justin, it was probably like 3 years ago now. That's where Justin got his what do you call it? That Demon Batman thing that Hot Toys is making now. He got like a version of that for like I think it was like $900 or something. He's another retard. Mitchell, welcome.
Hello.
I'm looking forward to the Aliens 40th anniversary. Hot Toys announced Aliens Ripley, Alien Warrior, Power Loader, and Aliens Queen. Wait, where did they do this? Oh, I thought you meant they did it. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, they did announce. We talked about it 2 days ago, on Wednesday, that they brought up the celebration. So they're excited for their 40th anniversary. So, like I've been telling you guys for years already, Ripley with the rolling eyes, Power Loader, most likely diecast. And we got to get, obviously, another alien. We're probably going to get another. We have to get at least a couple other aliens. I don't know about the Queen. I can tell you that right now. Remember how big the Queen is. I don't know where you think you're going to put a Queen. I don't think it's going to happen. If anything, we'll get some type of diorama like we did the Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man. Not the Amazing Spider-Man. From No Way Home. Remember that half a lizard diorama thing? So that's the only thing that could happen. If anything, you're not going to get a 1/6 scale thing. And another thing that could happen is remember that Assault Vinyl by Hot Toys is making Galactus, right? That big, massive Galactus figure. So if anything, maybe Assault Vinyl could make a Queen. But again, I don't think it's going to be a full figure like that. If it is, that's going to be insane. But I don't think so. I don't think they're going to make that big ass thing. Absolutely not happening. But again, as I always tell you, anything's possible. But new aliens are definitely coming. Power Loader definitely coming. Ripley with the rolling eyes, possibly Artisan, definitely coming. I can confirm he did say that. No, it's 100% true. You know what I mean? You don't need, like I said, if you had the mummy, cool. If you had the mummy. If you had the mummy, cool. You need the set. All right, it is what it is. But you don't have shit. Oh, I need the figure so I can put it on the shelf by itself. For what? Save your money and get something better. They also said they can't make the mummy. It's complicated. There you go. So the company sucks. This figure would be fine 20 years ago, 26. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. I think they're getting advice from Jazz Inc. The sculptor here doesn't even come close to Hot Toys quality. None of it. The paint applications, the likeness, the eyes. Garbage. I just can't with this company. Wayne, welcome. Where have you been?
Konnichiwa means what's up?
Late to the stream, but I know you're you're begging for likes. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. We got 36 of you guys watching. Thank you guys for being here. Queen, part of the so far line. That's what I'm saying. If that even happens, it's coming from there. Again, I don't think so, but only because they're making Galactus, right? Galactus is humongous. And the fact that they even got into that says that they may be using the vinyl company to make these humongous figures. And the only thing, that's the only thing that would make sense to me. Not that Hot Toys can't do it. Not that Hot Toys can't make it from Hot Toys. It's not that. We haven't seen anything that big, right? Figure-wise. What is the biggest figure we've gotten? Besides, obviously, not including quarter scale. We had this conversation before. Not including quarter scale, right? We've gotten Venom Pool. We've gotten, Thanos. We've gotten Ultron, right? Ultron Prime. We've gotten what else is that big? The Hulk is decent. What else is that big? But you're like, oh my god, this figure's massive. Not much. Not much at all. You know, again, quarter scale is a different story. But if we're talking 40th anniversary for Hot Toys, it's going to be 1/6, not 1/4. So that's why I'm not including 1/4. What was that big ass figure that they just recently made that was like a 1/4? Trying to think. Oh, the Hulkbuster, right? So that's possible too, correct? But I think Hot Toys could make that. I think Hot Toys can make that because they've made the do-back already. You know what I mean? So I think Hot Toys will definitely take care of that. I don't think they need to go to Soul Vinyl for that. Hulkbuster, massive figure. But what was the other one that was kind of like a quarter scale recently? I can't remember what it was though. Foggy Inc. Welcome.
Hello!
Towards, you know, again, they've made you know, aliens before. But that's not, you know, that Scorch Xeno is not anywhere near what a queen would be. You know, yes, it's a tall figure, it's a figure with big long limbs, correct. But it is nowhere near a queen alien. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? But again, it's not that Hot Toys can't do it. It's that I'm not saying that. They could do anything they want to do. But where, you know, especially now with the tariffs, big ass box, how are they doing this? So if they decide to do it, it's going to be mostly a diorama over an actual figure that you're going to be able to articulate and move. Another thing they could do is a power pose. You know, a power pose is possible. Again, it's going to be massive, but are they going to do that? That's the problem. Is are they going to do it? Not if they can do it. They could do anything. If they say, guys, we're making a queen alien. Guess what? They're making a queen alien. Not, oh, we're thinking about it and we don't know. If they say they're doing it, and it'll be perfect. The problem is the size of that thing. Are they really going to make it? I doubt it. You know, not that they can't, but I don't think so. Guys, hit the like button. There's 34 of you guys in here. If they were a lot cheaper, I probably would have thought about it, but I would rather buy so. Regarding the Alien Queen, it would make sense. It would make no sense to do a power loader without the Xenomorph Queen. That's not true. That's not true because remember that this is not going to be your 1.0 power loader. Hot Toys has made a power loader prior. There was 2 SKUs for that Ripley. It was her by herself with the machine gun, and I want to say maybe an alien egg and a xenomorph, and a face hugger, and then the combo. And I believe Rudy, I know you have it. If you could tell us what the differences are with the 2 SKUs, and I could actually pull it up too. There was a power loader SKU with her with the power loader. Did they make the queen before? Absolutely not. So it has nothing to do with, oh, if they make the power loader, they have to make the queen. No, they don't. You're still going to buy the power loader with the what do you call it? With the Ripley, if you're a fan of that, right? They don't have to make you the pair for that. They don't have to make you villains with every movie, right? Remember, for the longest time, again, I don't know if you were around for then, but Hot Toys was not making villains like that at all, forever. People were begging Hot Toys for villains left and right because they were not making villains. You know, they were making Jokers, right? You know, the very, very popular stuff, villains, but nothing like they are now. So for you to say that doesn't make sense because for the longest time they were making heroes, right? They were making main characters, heroes only, with no villains. So with that, applying that logic that you just said, you could be like, well, if they make Superman, well, they got to make what's his name? Not Darkseid. Doomsday. Right? Remember for BVS? Oh, well, who was the villain? Right? Oh, how come we didn't get Doomsday? Well, if they got to make Superman, they got to make Doomsday. If they're gonna make the Justice League, well, they got to make Darkseid. So that doesn't make sense. That logic doesn't make sense. They don't have to do anything because you're gonna buy that Power Loader and the Ripley again. If you're a fan, if you don't care for that, then you don't care for that. But they don't have to do anything to make you buy another thing. It'll make them more money, right? Let's say somebody has your mentality and says, for example, oh, well, they came out with Ripley and the Power Loader, but they're not going to make a Queen, so I'm not going to buy it. Then they decide to make the Queen. Oh, shit, now I got to go find the Power Loader and Ripley because it's completely gone, because it'll be completely gone if you sleep on them, like I tell you guys all the time. And then now he's going to overpay for the Power Loader and most likely get the Queen for retail, which, again, it's only going to make Hot Toys more money. And by then, Hot Toys is not even getting that money. It's going to make the person reselling you the Power Loader with Ripley more money. You're going to be paying more money, but, So you can't have that mentality with it doesn't make sense, because a lot of things that Hot Toys don't make sense. Like I said, if that were the case, we should have gotten a Darkseid already. We should have gotten a Doomsday already. Right? We should have gotten a bunch of things by now already. If, they needed to make one thing and then have to make another for whatever reason. They don't do that. But something from an established company. Video game Venom, right? That's a big one too. But again, these figures are not an alien, right? That alien, that Queen Alien head, that thing is humongous. So, again, not that they can't do it. I don't think so. Video game Venom, yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest one, I think. And again, that's like a quarter scale figure in 1/6. Quarter scale is just, but that's quarter scale. That's quarter scale. Remember, this is supposed to be, if they make the Queen, it's going to be a 6 scale, not a quarter scale. It'll look quarter scale size, but it's going to be a 6 scale figure. If I say it's terrible, it has to be pretty bad since yeah, exactly. You look, I don't know if I actually got this clip for you specifically. When you saw this is what you did.
What is that, bro?
That's Rudy's life right there. That clip is Rudy 24/7. Okay. He sees some garbage and immediately he's like, I am the third party veteran, so I have to get all the garbage. That's Rudy's life 24/7. Unbelievable. Unreal. The Power Loader has to be assembled just like the figure. The figure that came with the Power Loader was pretty bare bones, just her in a t-shirt. The figure had the full weapons kit from the final battery length. That's what I'm saying. Right, so they already made the Power Loader and Ripley. Did they make the Queen? They don't have to make the Queen. Is it going to take away from the figure if they don't make the Queen? No. You're going to have a badass figure on top of a Power Loader, like you would have an Iron Man in a gantry, like you would have, what do you call it? What's another one? Like you would have a Batman in a Batmobile, another Batman on a Batcycle. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be a figure on its vehicle, in its vehicle. That's it. You don't need to make shit for it to make it look good, to make you want to buy it. Absolutely not. Again, if you're a fan, if you don't care for that shit, you don't care for that shit, and that's fine. But they don't have to make a Queen to make a Power Loader and Ripley, and it's not going to take away from the Power Loader and Ripley if they don't make the Queen. Absolutely not. It'll be sold out the same exact way if they make it as if they didn't. Very simple. I keep telling you guys, don't sleep on those figures. Don't sleep on any of those figures, because it'll be sold out either way. Whether you are waiting for the Queen or not, it'll be gone. I wish absolutely only third party made Darkseid. I don't think anybody has made Doomsday yet, or else I would have had it. Nobody has made Doomsday. If they did, I don't know about it. They made third party made Darkseid, third party made Steppenwolf. Remember, who is it that I think Toys R Us? We're still waiting on that Chrome Steppenwolf. I think pre-order came out 2001, if I'm not mistaken. So we're still waiting for that figure to come out. but the standard Steppenwolf was made by Toys R Us already. So they don't have to make everything. Wonder how big the line for new Spider. Oh, also, guys, thank you for bringing this up, Ash. Remember, we've been going over Wednesday. We went over how many figures they made for Homecoming and Far From Home and No Way Home. I forgot. Remember the Inside Out black and gold suit? That was another figure that they made for No Way Home that I completely forgot. So they made about like 9 to 10 figures from that line alone. And that wasn't even including the lizard base that I completely forgot about. So they went balls deep with that line, 100%. It's a bit pointless if you ask me, having the power loader. No, again, that's how you feel. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not wrong for feeling that way, right? But the company is not thinking like you. You know what I mean? They're not thinking, well, Mitchell's not getting the power loader because we don't have the queen. Oh man, we have to make the queen for him. No, they know that figure comes out, boom, got to be gone. They don't need to make shit. Doesn't mean that you're wrong for feeling that way. Obviously, as a set, it makes sense, right? What is the point of the power loader? To fight the queen. So you are not wrong, but as a company, you don't have to do that. Correct. Another villain, right? So, what do you mean? You make Superman, but you didn't make Lex Luthor? Why? Oh, that's kind of pointless. No, it's not. You know what I mean? So we could, if that were the case, guess what? A lot of figures would be pointless because they only make the what do you call it? The heroes for a lot of shit. So you can't think however you want, but that's not gonna apply to the company. Fabs is in my in my gosh. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Batman on a Batman. Spider-Man A Brand New Day will smash box office records. Hot Toys will have to. Again, look at No Way Home. And remember, No Way Home was special because you got 3 Spider-Man figures in that movie, right? And they still made, like I said, black and gold suit, battling, integrated, blue and red. So that's 4 of Spider-Man alone. Then Toby, then Andrew. So that's 6. Then the Lizard. That's 7. Then Electro. That's 8. Then Doc Ock. That's 9. Then 2 Green Goblets. That's 11. Doctor Strange. That's 12. So yeah, they're going balls deep. They have, and it all comes down to the amount of money that they make, in the box office, right? If it's a hit, they're gonna go all in. Look at Deadpool and Wolverine. How many do we have already? And they're not even done yet. So yeah, it's gonna suck. And then remember, then we got Doomsday on top of that. Avengers Doomsday. So strap it on. Let me see. I was going to pull up something real quickly that we just mentioned. Let me see if I could find it. Oh, this thing here. This is what we were talking about before. Aliens 40th anniversary release. Stay tuned. So, like I said, this is the giveaway right here that we're getting the power loader, that we're getting the new Ripley. Remember, this was teased years ago. The updated versions were already teased years ago. Back then, they were not doing diecast at all. And it was already teased. So think about that. We have gotten a brand new Ripley since then. For those who follow me on social media, we'll see. I posted it maybe 4 days ago. So, so we already got an updated one. Now we're going to get, obviously, a Rolling Eyes one. Again, possible artisan. Possible, not definite, but possible. And obviously, the power loader is 100%. So you're most likely going to have a plain version or one SKU of her without it, a deluxe with the power loader, And again, the best update would be the diecast on the power loader. I think it's a must. If you don't want to buy it because there's no queen, then you don't want to buy it because there's no queen. You're not wrong. If that's what makes you happy, you can't, nobody's going to tell you, hey, you're wrong for not being happy with it. No, it is what it is, right? It's your money. You're going to spend it if you want. If you don't, then you don't. But if that's how you're thinking that Hot Toys is going to be making figures, then you're not going to buy shit because they don't do that all the time. I better get a stand in Giant Alien Queen in case. You know what they could do? They could do one of those backdrops. Remember how they're doing those cardboard, trifold, backdrops? They could do that, right? They could do that as a backdrop of the Queen Alien on that thing, and then with the power loader, in front of it or however you want to display. So they could do that, right? That's more doable than the actual figure. Or, like I said, some type of diorama thing or a power pose type thing. But that's about it. Then you're not going to get a full figure out of that. An updated Alien Warrior, correct. Absolutely. When the last Ripley came out, that's what came out with her, an Alien Warrior. So absolutely that's going to be made most likely again. Look at the Big Chop that's already out for pre-order, right? So they're coming. They're definitely coming. You know what I mean? It's not like they're not going to be made. A lot of shit's coming. It's only going to get, we're only going to get more figures, more and more expensive figures, better quality figures. Because again, the old Aliens were not the greatest by any means. A lot of those joints were breaking. A lot of the legs were breaking off the ball and socket joints. I could tell you that for a fact because I was around during those times when they were still being sold. I only bought back then a dog alien because I was like, I'm not buying something that's going to break, something that's going to get ruined. So I only have a dog alien when it comes to Alien, plus the Alien Warrior, Alien Girl, and that is it. I didn't get crazy. I didn't go crazy with the aliens for that reason. Predators, I also didn't. I don't have many of those kits. I only have maybe 2, and everything else is the updated ones from the movie Predators, right? With the classic Predator and the Tracker Predator and all those guys, right? I have all of those. But the older Predators, like I said, I only have maybe 2 because I was like, oh, they look kind of cheap. You got to put them together. They were not the greatest. They were kind of thin. So that's why I didn't get into a lot of that stuff. But all the new shit, you better believe it. We love a new Hicks. Yeah, I don't think the Colonial Marines are ever going to get made. If they do, you know how crazy that would be. But I don't think so. I think those days are gone. I don't think they're ever going to remake those. Again, everybody would love that. Hot Toys would make a killing if they did. But I don't think so. And imagine now, seamless, arms, all the equipment, better tailoring, better quality equipment, weapons, accessories, all those things. You remember they were like fully loaded with a lot of equipment. That would be sick. And they know this. It's not that they don't know, right? But there's got to be a reason why they're not going to go make them again. I hope we get some Marines. Yeah, everybody wants them. I think we'll get 2.0 Dog Alien. Again, possible, but that's the only one I have from the old school ones. Great figure, right? Nice brown color. But again, not the greatest quality because of back then. And mine's still fine, thank God. Let's hope for Rudy. That would be great to have a few. That would be 6 figures. Six figures. And the fact that they still haven't made a 2.0, what's his name? Oh my God, what's his name from Terminator? Kyle Reese, right? They haven't made a 2.0 Kyle Reese. What does that tell me? If they never went back for Kyle, why would I think and assume that they're going to go back for Colonial Marines? Most likely not either. And I can tell you to a certain extent, people will want that Kyle Reese just as bad as Colonials. So aren't they the same actor too? Right? Isn't Kyle Reese the same Hicks guy? I don't know his name. So why haven't they done it? I can't see them doing Marines. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so either at all. Pred Alien would be great. That was another one. Remember, they made 2 versions of it, regular and battle damage. Those were really, really nice figures. Those figures, I wish. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I should get it, but they're like so expensive, and they're so old now that I'm like, nah. But those are those are really nice figures, right? Really tall figures, really detailed figures, but nah. No, that's what I'm saying. Kyle Reese would have been done a long time ago. So why wouldn't they make Hicks if they haven't made Kyle Reese? So apparently was from AVP. Yep. I mean, we could get 2.0 per again when there's an anniversary, possibly. Yep, both played by Michael. That's what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? They haven't even done a 2.0 of the Terminator. Well, the first one, correct, which I told you guys. Somebody said, well, as soon as, because everybody in this community fucking knows everything and nobody knows shit. The moment InArt came out with their garbage, they said, what was that they said? Oh, the reason InArt has the Terminator license is because Hot Toys doesn't have their license anymore.
The priority shipping. So the earlier you
So again, 99.9% bullshit, because InArt doesn't have exclusivity to that license. So it's only a matter of time until those Terminator figures come out. Remember, they have to update the Tech Noir version, and then they have to update the battle damage also with the rolling eye, right? The single rolling eye, because remember, one was red, one was cut open, and then the other one was a standard eye. So that one eye is going to be like the Team 1000 2.0, right? Just the one rolling eye, or the Darth Vader from Obi-Wan, right? One rolling eye. And what was the other one? The battle damage as well. Battle damage, remember, came with 2 head sculpts, right? And then the Tech Noir, believe, was how many head sculpts? Was the Tech Noir 2 head sculpts too? Yes. Tech Noir was also 2 head sculpts. Remember, one had the closed eye, and then the other one was the standard look. So with his hair parted out like this. So each one had 2 head sculpts. Remember that the battle damage was way better looking than the Tech Noir, even though they're both great figures. But the update for the time for that the battle damage one was incredible. I have 2 of those, and I bought the Present Toys one for that cheeseburger face, and that's it. Because remember, the original T800 had that beat up, chewed up face. Predator Ninja, absolutely. That's one figure that, like I said, I still want to this day. Both of them. The battle damage was a very limited run too. I believe that's why it's a little pricey. But again, they're so old now that I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait for the new one. If they don't, then they don't. I'm good. I'm not dying for the figure. You know what I mean? I don't need to go spend $400 for an old ass figure. I am okay. But if they make them, oh, you better believe it. Fabs, you think we'll see a Blade soon as been showed? No, like I said, they delayed it for whatever reason. And I was telling the guys earlier today in the members chat that we're going to get bombarded with all the delays. Everything's going to be released all at once. Everything. Everything that was delayed, Chewbacca, Blade, I forget what else was delayed. Everything. They're just going to go boom, 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 boom. Just wait. If you're not waiting for everything, you're going to be fine. But if you are, you're going to get bombarded. You're going to be like, holy shit. Can't wait to get my falling time. Unbelievable.
So the earlier
Oh my God, that is so sad. That never gets old. How about this one? You guys want some more inner kingness?
The strands for the
God, you can't beat the God, okay? You can't beat the God of 1/6 scale. They're not even kings, they're gods. Ash with the super chat. He said, show it. He said, show it again. Unbelievable.
Priority shipping.
No respect.
So the earlier
Unbelievable, Ash. Ash, you're disrespectful.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Ash, as always, thank you, my friend. He said, "Show it again." Skynet sent the Terminator back in time to terminate the falling T800. Can you imagine? AKA, well, correct. Because remember, when they delay stuff, it's never like, all right, they're releasing one at a time. Nope. It's always going to be boom, boom. We're going to get emails from Sideshow. Boom, 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 boom. Watch. Yep. I'm not looking forward to the financial onslaught that is coming our way. Correct. It's going to suck so bad. Did you guys see that as it's going back to San Diego Comic-Con? Yeah, somebody mentioned it. Somebody said that they're coming back. It's exciting because hopefully that means they're coming back to New York. If not, even if they're not coming back to New York, then at least, Luch could see them live. Because remember, we always do that live stream from Comic-Con, or at least he takes video from Comic-Con and then he sits outside because he's got no service in there because he uses Cricket phone line. So it's still exciting to see that, I would love, if I see Sideshow once in New York Comic-Con, I'll be happy. I just want to be able to see them live. So it is exciting that they're coming back. Like I said earlier, it is a good sign that they're making money again to go spend it at the convention. So it's a good thing. Beautiful. No, he just came in. He was trying to see if he could find some discount codes for Rick. Don't forget. Tulia, I said it earlier. I'm going to say it again. I have to catch up on pre-orders. So, I think we're on our own now, okay? Oh, my God. He was late, like Lucha's period. Unbelievable. All right, guys. So, like I said, strap it on, in the words of Luch, because it is going to get crazy. Like I said, you are not forced to buy anything from this community. You are not forced to buy any trash from this community. Try to have some standards. Try to stick together as a community for once in your life, okay? Because the more we stand together, obviously, the bigger changes the companies are going to make. If they notice, hey, nobody's buying our garbage, guess what? We either going to stop making our garbage, or we have to modify, whether it's price point, whether it's, quality, whether it's, updates. We have to do something, but we can't, come in just because we have 15 years in the community selling props that we're in the same, realm of collectibles, right? Buying a prop is not buying a 1/6 scale figure. So, I think this is a lesson learned. And hopefully they do learn, hopefully they do learn, and hopefully they adjust. Hopefully they say, you know what, guys, we're not making the product, or, because remember, Hot Toys has canceled how many pieces now from lack of pre-orders, right? The that Iron Man, that yellow Iron Man, I forget the name of it. Sakarian Iron Man, right? Remember they canceled that. The Young Barry figure, they canceled that. The Bat Missile, they canceled that. So they're not afraid of canceling projects if there's no money to be made, So again, how did that happen? People said, you know what? The only way you can speak is with your wallet. They said, we're not buying this garbage. And guess what? Sato said, cool. Then we're not making this garbage. Very simple, remember to get your facts. Guys, don't forget to pre-order your inner figures as well, please. The Bat Missile. Yep. All right, guys. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next.